What if removing color could reveal deeper emotions? Well, black and white photography strips distractions to highlight raw drama, texture, and timeless moods, while vibrant color bursts into life, telling stories through hue and light. Well, join us as we explore the powerful visual choice that transforms ordinary moments into unforgettable art. Steve here, and in this video, I'll be giving you 10 talking points as to why you should consider delving into the world of black and white photography. So let's get into it. Well, let's start with an emotional impact. While color photography captures the vibrancy and realism of the scene, black and white photography often invokes stronger emotions and a sense of nostalgia. Let's look at focus and distraction. Black and white can strip away color distractions that emphasizes texture, shape, light, and shadow, whereas color can sometimes divert the attention, but adds layers of meaning through hue. Looking at timelessness here, black and white images have a classic, timeless appeal that can make subjects feel historic or iconic, whereas color images can be more contemporary, but this is influenced by the changing color trends. Well, let's look at contrast and drama. Black and white excels in contrast lighting situations, highlighting the drama and structure with stark light and dark. Color photos rely more on hue and contrast and visual interest. Well, let's look at the textures. Texture can stand out more intensely in black and white photos as there are no colors to mask the surface details. Color, on the other hand, sometimes soften obscure textures. Let's look at mood conveyance. Black and white creates moods through light and shadow patterns, often conveying a more serious and melancholy look. Color, on the other hand, conveys mood via a warm or cool tones in saturation. Now, if we're looking through realism and interpretation here, let's looking at these, color can provide more realistic depiction and closer to what the eye sees, whereas black and white can offer more an interpretive, abstract view, emphasizing form over reality. Now, let's talk about subject emphasis. Black and white can draw the attention directly to the subject's emotions and expressions without color bias, and this makes portraits feel often more intimate. Now, if we're talking about scene complexity, black and white can simplify busy scenes by removing color distractions, helping viewers focus on the composition, whereas color makes scenes more complex and vibrant. Now, discussing usage context, black and white is favored among artistic, documentary, and portrait work that emphasizes on emotion and form. Color, on the other hand, is preferred for capturing events, nature, and anything where color itself conveys a meaning or story. But to summarize, black and white photography emphasizes emotion, mood, and timelessness by stripping away the distractions of color. It draws attention to light, the shadow, and the texture. It excels in highlighting structures and drama, creating a classic and often more intimate or serious portraits. In contrast, color photography captures realism, vibrancy, and a context of the scene using hues and adds layers of meaning to convey various moods. Now, while black and white simplifies complex scenes and is favored for artistic, documentary, and portrait work, photography itself is preferred when color itself is essential to the story, such as nature, event photography, and such. Each approach offers distinct and creative opportunities, with black and white focusing on form and composition, and color bringing life to immediacy into images. So you may be wondering, when should I go ahead and convert my color to black and white in post? Well, converting a color photograph to black and white in post-processing is best done when you want to emphasize structure, shape, light, without distractions of color. It's ideal if the color elements of the photo are too distracting or really don't add to the story at all, or if you want to create a timeless, classic feel. Consider black and white conversion when your mood wants you to convey something serious, nostalgic, dramatic, or when the contrast and texture play key roles in the composition. Additionally, if a scene is visually more complex with the colors and their colors are competing with each other, black and white can simplify the image and focus the viewers on the subject and the composition itself. Lastly, portraits are often benefits from black and white conversions because this highlights the expression and the emotions more intimately. So in summary, when to convert to black and white? 1. If color distractions, if color distracts from the subject of the message, or you want to have a timeless emotional or dramatic mood. Texture and shape, or light and shadow, are strong compositional elements. It's a good time to think about black and white. If the scene is visually busy or complex with competing colors, change it to black and white. Portraits, too, often benefit from emphasizing expressions and emotions, and give it a shot. This approach helps maximize the emotional and artistic impact of your photos through post-processing. In reality, with digital photography, you can do what you want. You photograph something in color, take it into post, convert it to black and white, see what it looks like. If you like it, go for it. If you don't, it doesn't work for you, then move on and stay with the color image. But consider those 10 tips that I gave you. But again, you can experiment on your own. It's a matter of personal taste. Well, I hope this video has given you some helpful tips in deciding whether to keep an image in color or convert it to black and white. And if you found this information useful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more photography tips. Until next time, this is Steve. Get out there and document your world through photography.